Yo, okay. Endwalker. More of it. I'm excited. I'm a little bit sleepy, to be honest with you. It's been kind of a long day, and I'm kind of excited to have a day off tomorrow. But I'm gonna see how long I can go, considering I don't have to work tomorrow. I really want to see the first dungeon, man. You know, I feel like 4 days of playing the expansion, I would have. Okay, that's not true, because I'm just playing it the way I normally would. Damn, it would have taken me 5 days to get to the first dungeon. Hopefully 4, but 5, damn. It kind of felt like that when I was doing Shadowbringers too, actually, with the whole story split thing. It felt like it took a while to get to the first dungeon, so yeah. More Endwalker. Can't wait. We hit Thavnair, and the place is fire. We did all the side quests in Yedleham, Yedlemad. I think we did all the side quests there, so now we're gonna move on. I'm sure there'll be more side quests later, but for now, we're done with those. All right, let's get into the game, cause I'm eager as fuck. I've been thinking about thinking about playing Endwalker all day, to be honest with you. Let me see, how do I look? Am I in frame? Am I good? Okay. I'm still not used to having the camera at an angle like this. I kind of like it though. I'm not gonna lie. It was like it was like struggling to focus on me for a little bit there. All right. Still struggling to focus. I just like dance and kind of. I love how it forgets like it's me when I move, you know? I'll bring it back closer. There we go. That works. All right. More Endwalker. $30 players in queue. Probably could have been doing the queue while doing all that random talking. I'm already thinking about my Dawn Trail outfit. I'm like imagining it on my character. Hopefully it works out. I think whoa, wait, that's what Thavnair looks like entirely? Holy shit, that's fire. I can't wait to like see that spot. Where's that even at? Like in here? And it's Yedlemad. Okay. First things first though, I'm going to like desynth all of this shit. Because it is taking up space. Let's probably get rid of some of these too. I don't know if they'll sell for anything, but Ametrine. This just makes the Ametrine gear right from. Oh, it's not Shadowbringers. It's the first gear in Endwalker. Okay. I don't need any of this though for Ninja. Literally none of this, because Sin made me 640 gear, and I still gotta repay that. Let's see. What else did I get? I got earrings. Yep, there they are. You see that? Gloves of scouting. Yeah, where are they? Well, I'm a ninja. Is it these? I think it's these. Yeah. ring of aiming. This one. What else? I think that's it. Oh, and a choker. Alright. Where are you? It's not that one, is it? No. It's this. I can sort it, but what is it even called? Ametrine choker of aiming. Sort. Has to be like somewhere up here, right? Am I stupid? What's up, Latif? I'm not a nerd. I'm just a nerdy geek. Oh, I went to my inventory. Alright, so I already decent that. Alright, I got the earrings, I got the ring, I got the gloves, and I got the necklace. Okay, bet. Alright, let's see if I can sell some of this shit. Is there a... There is not. Alright, never mind. Looks like I'm holding on to it for a bit longer. Judging by his furrowed brow, something important has occurred to Ostinian. That Matsuya fellow you were helping. He's Arcasadora, is he not? Apparently 'tis almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it doth stand to reason that Arcasadora would be their primary targets. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We'd better go after him. Akiali lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Kryle's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Hey, what's up, Sin? I'm gonna zoom out some. Alright, so we're heading to Akiali. I gotta clear my inventory a little bit. You guys doing alright today? Hopefully. I had a pretty chill day, but it was also like half shit. It wasn't like bad, it was just like cluttered. I guess work, right? You do not see Matsuya nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead might provide a better vantage point. Was that a gatherer? Yep, somebody's gathering something. Oh, I need to be looking for new mats too. I'm excited for that. Yeah, I definitely gotta clear my inventory so I can get some new mats. I don't see shit. You do not see Matsuya from here either. No! Leave me alone! Help! Somebody help! Matsuya's voice, and it came from the north. I'm coming, Matsuya. And I'm on ninja this time. Man, if these ain't the... Hold on. I got this. Come here. Go away. Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me? I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We'd heard that the Arcasadora were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best if we took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean is all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. To start understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower, why canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. Oh, what canst thou? I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. Primals. Duh, but like, you know, primals. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot, House of Divinities in the old tongue. It means... I'm sorry, I can't see... There's a very thick fog, Matsuya, I can't... But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time, we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we will learn all we may about them. Will thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think I had you peddling fish? But to answer your question, yes, of course. We will gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please, come to our village. We're good gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay a visit to Akyali? Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. So, 'tis the simulacra of Thavnarian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not. Aye, as you said, we do well to study their religious traditions. To Akyali. Alright. Is that the Flexolotl? They have it? Oh, I can't tell. I don't want to be awkward. I want the Flexolotl so bad. I only want it because people are mad that you had to do a Savage Raid for it. That's why I want it. I think it comes from P12. I'm pretty sure. One sec. Okay, just checking. Yeah, I think it comes from P12. Familiar though I am with the myths and legends of this island, to hear them spoken by heirs to the storied heritage gives them new life. Sure, I can catch a few fish if I take the boat out, but I've got nowhere to sell them. And even though I do what I can to preserve them, all they end up doing is filling my storehouse instead of filling my pockets. Same. A charming little village. Shame about the hideous tower. Welcome to our village, traveler. Is there anything I can help you with? Yes, finally! Okay, I love these guys. I'm a fisher, and a good one at that. I'll reel you in the biggest catch from the open sea, or something smaller by the shore if you'd prefer. Your choice. Now, if only I were as skilled with a rudder as I am with a net. Some days I find myself so far from shore that I miss the morning rush of the bazaar. This is the fishing village of Akyali. You could think of it as a fisher's Yedlamad, which is perhaps not such a helpful analogy for foreigners. Of course, we've had few merchants coming to either port since that horrible tower appeared, not to mention the kidnappings. I like the lore that those guys give. It's a tiny little nugget, but it's lore all the same. Welcome to Akyali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that, but please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse and start with Kanga and old Hasveda? Hasveda? They're free at the moment, as it happens. Kanga, what's up, man? You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish? In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Manusya, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Mirga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together, they are divinities. It's like the royal they. Together they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings we strive to be better people and live better lives. Huh. So the Murga and the... I forgot the other one. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? That's what I like to hear. Prick up your ears then and listen. Manusya. Okay, Manusya and the Murga. In ancient times, the Manusya and the Murga, deities who look like men and beasts, respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Manusya, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Manusya coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Manusya have worn animal faces, and the Murga the limbs of men. That's pretty cool, actually. I wanted to walk over there. There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. I'm gonna move my phone. There you go. While you're all talking to the others, I remembered something that might be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. They are Manusya. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. These guys are familiar. Hold on. No, this is gonna bother me. Hold on. I just have to... Final Fantasy... Summons, maybe? Three sisters. Magus Sisters! Yes! There we go, okay. That's it, okay. I don't know if they're actually gonna have the same name, but I'll show you what they remind me of. Let me see. They remind me of... Gotta save image. Will that even pull up if I do that? Where'd a picture? Okay, so they're from Final Fantasy X. They're these, like, bug people. Here we go. Okay, this is what they remind me of. That's why I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be the Maga sisters. That'd be kind of cool. But I was staring at it. I was like, they remind me of something. So that'd be kind of cool if that's what they are. Nice little callback. Center 1 is the eldest, Cinderuva, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sandaruva. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Mindaruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the craft, and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. I don't know if that's their names or not, I just know them as the Magus sisters. In like fashion to the Mancia, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what are the Mirga, if I may ask? The Mirga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaj's head, and he is venerated as a progenitor of the Arcasidora. Hold on. I feel like I missed some dialogue. I think it was just telling us to like, you know, look at the deities, and we respect them the most. Yeah, no, like when I saw them, it just, like, their shapes, I was like, isn't there, like, another Final Fantasy thing associated with them? I didn't know that, I had to, like, I didn't know that it was from FF10, but when I looked up, Final Fantasy Summon 3 Sisters, they popped up and it was 10. But, yeah, I was like, I know this shit from somewhere. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too. It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Radz-at-Han, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that, if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I am confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right. I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidana. According to Kryle's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Alright, bombard me with side quests, because I know there's going to be some here. No? Oh, no. Okay. Did you say you're going to see Nidana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful? I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes. Damn. When you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. Oh, okay, Matsuya, hold on. You need a wingman? Now, I might not be able to sell fish, but you know what I'm saying? I got you. Follow the okay. Oh, there's a ether right there. All right, cool. I kind of want to walk. I'm gonna sprint, but like I kind of want to like do the trip on foot. It's nice to see my character walking around the area. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the time in MMOs we kind of rush past a lot of the beauty that the games have to offer. And in single player games, you know, like obviously we'll stop and like stare at stuff, but I think in MMOs there's just like a need to get to the most current content. And you kind of miss the other stuff that the devs put in the game to be appreciated, you know what I mean? Now, obviously, I can see all this shit while I'm on my mount, but, you know, sometimes it's nice to just see my character running around in the world, you know? He's not on his bike 24/7. I wish the fog was in here. No fog would be nice. This area is so cool. What the fuck happened here? If there is a battle, there's a conspicuous lack of blood. In such manner... Somebody just flew by on like a Kung Motto or something. Or maybe there's like one on top of the cliff. What could have befallen these people? What in the world? This might be voiced.
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see. I am Vashan, servant to the satrap.
Oh.
My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
What?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Hey, bro, take one!
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
Hey, what's up, Steven?
We are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Dragon scales, though?
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But
You already
worry
know.
not. and they were freely given by the dragon with whom our...
Oh! What if this is one of, Midgard Stormer's kids? The dragon. The Satrap's dragon.
That is well. You must be quite familiar with Dragonkin, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with...
Wow, they really know their dragons.
I should like to draw a file or two, if so.
Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
He prayed for Estinian.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Cryo. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
I'm curious. So I'm wondering if the dragon, they have a the satrap has a satrap. I'm gonna try and pronounce it correctly. Forgive me if I butcher it. Satrap has a pact with. I wonder if that's one of Midgard Stormer's kids, because I think we know of most of them, right? So we know Tiamat, Bahamut, Nidhogg, Ratatoskr, Midgard Stormer. So he had 7 kids. This could be number 6. And then I think the large dragon skeleton in Western Corinthus is number 7. That's what I'm thinking, but we don't know. Shinryu doesn't count in this game, right? I don't think Shinryu counts. Shinryu is a real dragon in other Final Fantasy games, but I don't think it counts in this game. I'm trying to think, does Shinryu count? I imagine Shinryu was a real dragon at some point, right? But the primal Shinryu, maybe it is Shinryu. So the primal Shinryu, that was Ilberd, and then eventually, you know, Xenos like merged with it or whatever the fuck happened during that fight. But I think the real Shinryu is part of Bahamut's brood. Could be, or it could be part of Bahamut's brood. I don't know, or not Bahamut's, Midgard Stormer's brood. It could be. That's the only other large dragon I know of that makes it 7. Right, so the dragon in Thavnair, Bahamut, Tiamat, Midgard Stormer, Ratatoskr, Nidhogg, and then Shinryu maybe? I guess Thavnair dragon maybe too, but you know. Alright, let me attune. I need to find the who are you and what do you do here NPC. This area is really nice. Nope, not you. Just a dude on a Gabriel flying around. First the order from the Satrap and now the Radiant Host requires still more medicine. I don't mean to complain, but we simply don't have enough bodies to meet the need. Nope, not you. This is a cute little area, I'm not gonna lie. I cannot see that sinister looking spire while I'm working, but it is always there, lurking in the back of my mind. Picked an odd time to be traveling, didn't you? Well, if there's anything you need to know, ask away. I am one of the many alchemists who live and work here. I was once a botanist, but found alchemy calling to me every time I came by to deliver the ingredients. Though I at first struggled with even the most basic alchemical compounds, I have somehow managed to earn my place at the great work. There is always room to improve both the science and the self, however. This is the great work. First built by the Damir family, a line of renowned alchemists. Now people come from across the land to study and practice the science of alchemy in these halls. Each alchemical concoction has a storied history behind it, but we are not simply content to rest on the laurels of the past. We are ever improving and inventing new formulas for the benefit of all. Pray, pay me no mind. I am here that I may be of service, nothing more. Okay, so he's the satrap. Good to know. A little too important of a character to just ignore. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Corral herself is tied up with another investigation, Hayes is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So, if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed, we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales prove the most promising. And we just learned that too, because we learned, I think it was post Shadowbringers, we learned that Tiamat was resistant to Bahamut's or primal Bahamut's tempering. So I don't understand. I don't know if it's like specifically the scales, or if it's like dragon ether is just so strong it's harder to corrupt the will. And maybe the amount of ether contained in a single dragon scale is higher than that of a single, like, you know, human-esque character. Interesting. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. What do you need me to do? Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I will first test how well your blessing shields you, with your permission, of course. In that case, Urian and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. Yeah, I saw. I'm excited. What weekend is it? I think Droid showed it to me, and I really want to play it. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. I think I still have those videos. I think I did a trip video, I did an HK video, and I think I did a Voden video. Like way back in like alpha. This weekend, shit. I'll probably play a few matches. They're probably trying to gauge interest, right, to see if they can do a re-release now that Overwatch is shit in the bed. Maybe now they feel comfortable to like come out of hiding. Because it's unfortunate, right? Like, Gigantic was, like, the first big hero shooter MOBA hybrid announced. And then Overwatch and oh god, what was the Gearbox one? Overwatch and the Gearbox one came out before it. So it was like, oh, okay, I guess we'll just go to our corner. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing distant preparations. Alright, so... You said exit and then head up the hill to the south? Oh, this one. This is a cute little path. This song is a banger, I'm sorry. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place, or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night. The drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test a talisman's efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. Oh god, don't do this to me. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat, commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Follow its lead and try not to... Oh, look at it! It's cute! Please tell me I can get this as a minion. Me stand back or everyone stand back? Oh, okay. Sorry. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Look at it go. Well, now we can see the tower. God, this area is so beautiful. How often? Whenever I can until I finish Endwalker. Just the story, though, not like any of the side content. Maybe the side content if people want to see it, but just the story and the side quests. All of the post 6.0 stuff I'm probably just gonna do on my own time. But a lot, like, people wanted to watch me play through Endwalker because they want to feed off of my tears. So here we are. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. I have that mount. Alright, you got it. How many tests do we need? I'm chilling. You were struck by yet another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. The blessing of light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Subject fortitude rated impressive. No irregularities confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. Oh, he's breezing now. Jeez. I really want this as a minion. That's the best part of the song. You were struck by the strongest blast of ether yet, but survived completely unscathed. Etheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humors, I think it said. Ah, you returned. And not on your knees. A promising sign. But come, let me take the depot off your hands. Thank you. I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. So, no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine? Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Nidana looks at you with those eyes you can drown in. Look how beautiful she is, guys. Matsuo's gonna be very lucky when I set them up. You're a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink, but we have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it, spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we Arcasadora travel alone at our peril. Will you come with me as my escort? I will compensate you for your troubles, of course. I'm in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Kajia's footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. Alright. Alright, I'll mount up now. This area is so cool. I keep saying it, but like, just the colors. Nothing looks like it in this game. It's very unique, you know? You know what? No, that's not true. Like, Lakeland kind of gives me the same vibe. Obviously, they look completely different, but like, just how unnatural the colors seem, almost. I like it. I may be simply imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out, Hayes! Boy, if you don't. Gods, but that gave me a fright. To think that the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You alright, I hope? Good, good. Let's continue on then. It isn't far now, just through these pillars and up the rise. See, I'm way over leveled, so like these encounters are very easy, but I imagine like when, you know, it was current, like that was a bit more exciting of an encounter. Is this a hunt? Oh no, it's the those guys that we killed yesterday. They kind of look like they kind of look like Benga, which is really cool. And here we are, Kajia's footsteps. Kajia was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they came to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once, if you would be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. You're not gonna aggro on me, asshole. Well, maybe it will. Yoink. Wow.
Yes, that would be Radzat Khan. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
What can you tell me of them? Obviously, they trust him.
Well, he is the most important person in Rajasthan. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether.
Oh, and then the Gajasura, they left, went to Eorzea, landed at the Azim, or not Eorzea, they went to Othard, landed at the Azim Steppe, and were like, oh my god, it's an entire mountain range filled with aura. Let's kill them all since they drove us from our home. Interesting.
Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people, but when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates the solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Rajasthan to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Oh fuck, is that Fandaniel?
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
Emmett Silk did it better. Emmett Silk did it better. I'm gonna keep it a buck. No, Fandaniel's kind of a cool villain. I'm deeply interested in what his goals are. I have enough spirit wheat to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? Alright, I just gotta... Oh, okay. I thought I was close. Wait, I wanna explore this area a little bit, though. Can I just stand up here and disrespect this? I guess so. So that's Radzat Han. I doubt this in the same area. Fuck, maybe it is. Who knows? Nope, no it's not. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's the... Gotcha. So the teleport is somewhere over there. Oh, it's literally right there. Can I go get it? I want to go get it, but I kind of want to go there when the story wants me to go there, you know what I mean? I'm gonna teleport back, or I'm gonna finish this quest, and then I'm gonna grab my bag of gummy worms and a can of water to snack on. Oops. What the hell? Did they changed something? This was never... I don't remember this being here before. It messed up my entire flow with, repairing. I guess this is more convenient. Oh, now I'm gonna have to, like, learn how to do that really quick. I used to have that, like, muscle memory, repairing all my stuff. Hayes, my thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. Now we have the side quest. Alright, so I'm gonna do those. All of these. I think this is the cinematic side quest. But first, let me grab my snackies. Alright? Because I'm 5. And I will be right back. I switched sources, not alt tabs. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh man, I got a whole fucking smorgasbord. However that word's pronounced. I have chocolate chip cookies. I have oh shit. Well, okay. Well, I had chocolate chip cookies. I have wild berry sour bright crawlers. 2 cans of Fresca because I know I'm gonna be thirsty again later, but I'm not gonna get up. Oh yeah, living large, but not in charge. Alright. Let me... There we go. I know, I was setting everything out. Alright. I'm gonna do the cinematic one first. It's all the way over there. This is a regular one. Okay, cool. Do you have a moment, adventurer? One of my colleagues has gone missing. She said she was going to Kajia's footsteps to get a bit of exercise, but she hasn't come back. I go search for her, but it's almost time for a shift change, and I can't very well leave the kiln to operate itself. Could you find her and fetch her for me? My mouth was full, but basically, he said, look out for her here with black hair, and she's sad that she missed me the first time I came through the city. Oh wow, look at that. It's beautiful. You look pretty strong. Do you think you can help me? I need someone to guard me while I gather Agni grass for my medicine. Its scent is difficult to follow, even for Oxidata. Now that I know how to pronounce it, I think. Arcasodara. Arcasadora. I can't concentrate and watch my back at the same time. Please, I'm afraid some beast will strike me while my guard is down. I'm in your debt. I'll sniff out some Agni grass, so follow me. What job should I play for the side quests, by the way? I could play Scholar again. I don't want to, though. I'll play Paladin to get back in the swing of things. I don't remember how to play Paladin at all. I'll see if I remember how to do this. These buttons look kind of familiar. This is like my AoE combo, right? And then Divine Veil, it's barriers. Clemency is a heal. Passage of Arms shields everybody behind me. Invuln, Shirk, useless buttons. Fight or flight. Oh, okay. Alright. I think I remember how to use it. I'm so sorry. Aren't you the adventurer that saved Matsuya? Excellent timing. If you have time to spare, I would ask a favor of you. You see, the Nanches of Radzat Han are planning a performance to raise the people's spirits. We alchemists would like to support them with some of the finest accessories we can craft. Unfortunately, none of us have time to procure the crystals we need to finish them. It would be a great help if we could fetch the crystals from the merchant at the port at Yevlamad. Of course, we will provide you with the necessary funds. Many thanks. The merchant is already aware of the situation and should be expecting someone to come by. I'll leave the selection of stones up to your no doubt impeccable judgment. Okay. Get some garbage, I'm telling you. Is there one in here? No? It's probably up top. Where's the hill again? Over here. Sorry, I'm playing with one hand while I drink. There you go. You there, adventurer. I find myself in need of assistance. You will help me, won't you? I mean, I guess if you've already decided, I will. You see, I received an order for custom paints, but the necessary ingredients are rather rare. The armor in particular is difficult to come by, as it must be taken from a Vajralangula. And not just any old fruit will do. Only one held by the strongest, most virile male specimen will suffice. I know of a sure way to attract a suitable Vajralangula, but I'm afraid defeating the beast is beyond me. If only a strong, brave, kind adventurer could protect poor little me. I'll help. I feel safer already. Come now, I will lead you to where the Vajralangula gather. We head southeast. Vajralangula. Are they higher up or are they around this corner? Oh, higher up, I guess. Is a little house here? No? Am I missing something? Is there a second floor in the Great Work? Am I stupid? I might be stupid, hold on. No, this is nothing. Hold on. Ah, okay. Here we go. Hello there, adventurer. Can you help me? I need someone to go around and see if anyone is wanting for supplies. I would do it myself, but we alchemists are all so busy that no one wants to bother each other with selfish requests. But if an outsider like you asks, they just might open up a bit. Please, I need to start restocking, but at this rate, I'll never know what needs replenishing. I would really appreciate your help. Thank you. I should mention that it might be a bit difficult to get some of the workers' attention. Everyone is exhausted, so make sure to greet them to get them out of their heads. Damn. Who could have done this? It wasn't you, was it? No, it couldn't have been. Besides, an upstanding adventurer like yourself wouldn't be so cruel as to steal my wares. You wouldn't be willing to lend a hand in getting them back, would you? Oh, thank you. Thank you. He looked to be male, about this tall, and dressed in an all-black alchemist garb. And that's all I can tell you. I didn't get a good look at him before he ran off towards Akyali. I can't trust anyone here. Who knows how many accomplices he has lurking about. But you're not from here, so you're in the clear. I know I can trust you to track down that thieving lowlife. Damn. Straight into the drink. Oh, fuck off. Let me out! There you go. Gotcha. Hmm? Oh, what's the matter with me? I nearly fell asleep. Sorry about that. Did you need to speak with me? Let me think. There are no alchemical components I need at the moment, but I could stand to have some non-perishables on hand. I end up skipping meals because I'm too busy with work, so something nutritionally dense that I can eat one-handed while I work would be a lifesaver. If there's a food stuff like that, I'll take as much as I can get. Archon loaf. God damn it. They keep trying to make Archon loaf work, I'm telling you. That stuff is trash. Okay, we're not gonna eat it. My tier... Oh, hold on. Oh, terribly sorry. It wasn't my intention to ignore you. Can I help you? Sorry. Well, since you ask, I am ever wanting for more tea and milk. A nice cup of chai is just what my body and mind need to unwind after a few sleepless nights of work. I'm sorry, it's probably really loud. Okay. It isn't something I can readily ask for, seeing as it isn't strictly a necessary medicinal ingredient. I know that seeing to your own well-being is essential to producing quality work, but I just can't bring myself to be so selfish. Well, just ask, man. Ask for the tea. You've come by at the perfect time, adventurer. Could you help me find someone? One of my colleagues went to receive a delivery and hasn't come back. I'm worried something might have happened. Oh, thank you. He went to Yedlamad, so let's start by looking around the ether right there. Why can't I see you on the... Oh, it's because I don't have you on the thing. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't have it, like, tracked because I'm, like, over 5. Let's see, there should be a quest around here, right? Yeah, there you are. I've kept you waiting long enough. Let's get to it, shall we? Take this perfume and douse my frail, meager body in it. I must be as a flower dripping with sweet nectar. Quickly now, slather it on, else I won't catch the attention of even the weakest Vajralangula. Okay. Yep, getting it all in there. Perfect, I'm positively irresistible. Now, I'll use my wiles and enticing scent to lure Vajralangula this way. You wait here and prepare to strike him down. What? Okay. Is that the mating dance? Let's see if I remember this. Something like this, right? Then you do this 3 times. It's something like that. I don't remember entirely, but it's like in that rough order. Such valiance! I could hardly tear my eyes away as you heroically slayed the beast. Now the fruit, if you please. Yes, perfectly succulently ripe. This will make a fine paint. Our work here is done. Let us return to the great work before another Vajralangula sets its sight on me. You better run, man. Okay, so there are some quests over here. I'll grab these while I'm like out of the city. Or do them, rather. Wasn't Darpasa somewhere else? Or am I tripping? I don't know, I might be tripping. I've been asking around about my colleague, and someone claims to have seen him setting out from port in a small boat. Maybe he loaded the shipment onto it and headed back. In which case, we may have just missed him. We must have just missed him. I hope that's all that happened. Let's head back to the great work. We should keep an eye on the shoreline on our way back just in case. Alright, we need to get some crystals from you, right? Welcome, what can I help you with? was trying to do that as quietly as possible. Mine crystals for the alchemists? Yes, I did hear about them from... Yes, I did hear from them about that. Have you decided what you want to wish upon the crystals? Haven't you heard? Here in Radzat Han, crystals are given along with a wish. There's no need to think on it too deeply. Simply envision the wish you would entrust the dancers with granting to their spectators. Once I know that, I can pick out the perfect stone for the occasion. Honestly, right now, protection from evil. Considering everything that's going on. I see. I believe diamonds would be best for that. They say that the radiant gleam and hardness of the gem makes it particularly effective against the realm's many evils. I'll provide you with as many as I can within your budget. Be sure to make it safely back to the alchemists of the great work. Yeah. Everybody needs a little bit of protection right now. While Fendaniel is stealing people and forcing them to summon gods. Excuse me, sir. Ah, god damn it. Alright. I didn't want to kill you. But you forced my hand. Alright. Oh, there you are. Hey, asshole. That fool left herself wide open to get robbed. She didn't even notice me following her from the port. Now all I have to do is sell off this fancy metal, and I'll never have to work another day in my life. Or for a few weeks at least. What are you looking at, huh? Scram! You think you're some kind of defender of justice? Okay, look, I am immediately, completely unintimidated by anybody that ever says scram, seriously. I'm walking closer. Yeah, exactly. Oops. Yeah, goodbye. Oh, shit. I'm mostly just pressing buttons. I wish I remembered how to play Paladin. Oh, that's right. I don't really get one. That first and this. Alright, and this one over here. What's Sword Oath? Oh, Sword Oath is just my, okay. Flan Daniel. That's a great name. Oh no, his boat must have capsized. I loaded everything on the boat to bring back, but something hit us and I managed to swim to safety, but the cargo, I'm so sorry. Forget the cargo. All that matters is you're alright. We'll just have to do without the sunken goods. What? You can do that? Thank you. There were 5 articles in all. Some of them sunk, but some float. I'm sorry to leave all of this to you, but I need to get him home before his condition worsens. We'll head back to the Great Work first, so come meet us when you're done. Oh shit, okay, so there's diving in Radzehan. That's pretty cool. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, wow. It's pretty. Yeah, there's just like something naturally in the soil that makes it all purple. See, that's so cool to me. I'm guessing that's all the ones, or those are all the ones that sunk. This man really sunk this close to the to the shore too. Like, that's depressing. How did you capsize like less than a quarter mile away from your destination? I guess he says something hit them. Look, I'm not seeing it. Whatever hit you, I don't see it anymore. Okay. So, I don't know. Something's not right. Look, you can see the destination right there. That's so depressing. Imagine being like, oh man, can't wait to get into port, and then you flip over. I will say, it's very scary having your boat flip over in open water. Now, I don't know if it counts. It wasn't a boat. It was a banana boat. You know, you're getting pulled by a speedboat around like open water, right? And it's like a long thing that you sit on, a long inflatable. And this is when I was on vacation in the Caribbean, Dominican Republic. A beautiful place. Unfortunately, there's a lot of construction going on there. They're like the tourist trap spots. It's a shame because that island has like just is naturally like really beautiful to me, but it's very commercialized. At least where I was staying, there was a resort, and then you could see in the distance they were building another resort. It was a Hard Rock hotel. That place was sick. It was sick. Or Hard Rock Resort. It was really cool looking. But it was just depressing seeing like all of the, you know, cut down trees and stuff. But anyway, we're on a banana boat, and the waves were rough, and we kept hitting the waves, and it would bounce it, like we'd be like here, waves would like do this to us, right? We weren't just being dragged; we were like bouncing, and getting like really good hang time. One time we went over the wave, and it hit us like that. And so imagine me, I was 15, and at the time, I mean, I can swim, but I can't swim, you know what I mean? Like, if I was in a situation where I had to like panic swim, I would freak out. So I could swim in pools. So banana boat hits the wave, does one of these, and we land upside down. And so the banana boat slams us into the ocean, and the driver, he keeps going. right? He kept going a little bit. And so my dad and I were just out in open water. I couldn't see him. My dad is from the Caribbean. So, my dad is from the Caribbean, so, you know, like, obviously he knew how to swim, so he was chilling. He was just, like, under the water a little bit, you know, trying to, like, get his bearings. I'm sitting there with an inflatable on, and I'm like, Dad! I thought I lost him forever. I thought I was in, like, another dimension. I don't even know how to explain it, but I was freaking out. And then he, I guess he heard me. He just, like, swam under the banana boat and, like, popped up on the other side and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, But yeah, no, so basically all that to say, like, flipping over on a boat, even though that's not a real boat, is terrifying. To me. Oh, we're still doing this quest? Oops. Apologies. I was mom's away. Is there something I can do for you? Now that you mention it, I'm running low on serpent's root. There's all sorts of medicinal uses, so I feel I can never have enough. I still have some stock left, but you never know what might come up. It certainly couldn't hurt to have some extra. Alright, have we done them all? Oh, we're still missing these two. Alright, well, let's turn in the ones that we have done. And then I'll go back and finish the other two. You're back. What did everyone ask for? Thank fuck for not making me, thank fuck they don't make me remember it. I had a hunch you'd be able to get more out of them than me. None of these requests are particularly unexpected, but the only non-perishable food I think we can get is pickles. That doesn't sound like quite what he wanted. I do want to make sure everyone is eating properly. I'm joking. Not really, it just went down as like a whole worm. I know they all rely on their medicine to get them by when they're too busy to eat. I wonder. I'll ask a friend of mine from Charlene if there's anything to be done. Anyway, that's a problem for me to think about, not you. Thank you for your help. Oh god, he's gonna feed them Archon loaf. Don't do it to him. How'd it go? My sheet metal. You got it back. Nothing's stopping me from fixing up that busted old furnace now. So, what can you tell me about the culprit? One of the Ellison folk? Rare to see them around these parts. They must have traveled here from somewhere else. All sorts of people come to Radzethan. Not all of them respectable. The freedom of the city calls people from all lands and all walks of life. He must have been aboard the same vessel as me, seeing as he knew I was transporting valuables and tailing me from the port. I'll need to be more careful of my surroundings from now on. If only everyone were as trustworthy as you. In any case, I'm almost glad this was a clear-cut robbery. If it had been one of my comrades that stole from me, well, I won't dwell on it. Here, take this as thanks for hunting down the thief and returning my goods. Alright. Ah, there you are. With some precious stones for me, I assume. These are perfect. Thanks for your help. Do you mind if I ask what you wish upon them? Your safety. Protection from evil. It is my sincerest hope that you, as well as we, may live a peaceful life free of disaster. In Thavner, they believe crystals have the power to grant wishes and heal sickness. It may sound like superstitious nonsense, but crystals are curious things. Part of them exists somewhere between the living and the material. As such, elemental energies can reside within them quite readily. They can influence your mind and spirit using the ether within you, which is precisely why we wish you imbue them with what is so important. If the wish is impure, then so shall be the crystal's effects on the user. I can tell I made the right decision in asking for your help. Please take this as thanks. That's actually really cool. It makes sense too, because think about it, right? Like, what is used in primal summoning? I mean, obviously a bunch of ether, but they use crystals when they don't have the ether within themselves by naturally. So it's actually really cool that that idea is carried through in Davnir, just in like a slightly different way. You made it back. If you're worried about my colleague, he's fine. Just resting after clearing out the water in his lungs. I gave him some chai and he went right to sleep. You managed to retrieve all the lost cargo. Incredible. These are valuable weapons imported from Vilbrand. They just need a few alchemic finishing touches before they're complete. From here, they'll head off to the hands of the Radzat Han warriors to help protect the Order. Thank you for everything, adventurer. Vilbrand. Where's Vilbrand? Is that Lenosha? I think? Hold on. I think... Yeah. Yeah, Lenosha. I don't know if it'll actually save Vilbrand, but... Yeah, Lenosha is just a little area in the island of Vilbrand. Right? It is an island, right? Okay, yeah. But it's like close enough. This is it! Agni grass! I'll grab a few bundles. You keep watch. I hate to get eaten so close to my goal. Alright, buddy. Some people farming mats. It's so cool to see people in the overworld like just killing mobs, man. Like every time I was in an overworld in the previous expansions, I felt like I was the only one there. Bop. Bop. Thank you for watching over me. I got all sorts of ingredients, even more than I hoped for. All thanks to you. If you weren't here, I would have been too scared to... What was that? Perhaps we should continue our talks back at the Great Work. Is that a fate? Yeah, it's a fate. Alright, and there's one more up this way. Back of the footsteps. I want to go up there, man. This reminds me of some like Xenoblade Chronicles shit. I love stuff like that. You know, there's a joke like U-shaped hills, but I think like stuff like that looks really cool. Just like hills and rock formations in the distance and stuff. What do you mean I need to get back to work? Oh, have I really been out that long? It's literally 5 AM, ma'am. You need to get back home. I should really go. But I was hoping to get a better look at the stage before I left. I'm sure you're busy, but could you assist me for a moment? Thank you. I'll inspect the walls, so could you make sure the stage is in order? Alright. Okay, the cloth is fine. Need some paint though. Small hole in the floor, that can't be good. Yeah, I think we should patch up the holes when we're standing, what is that, 2 stories high? Any problems? The floor and the paint. I'll have to fix them the next time I come by. Thank you for checking. You know, it seems odd that I've never met you until now. You wouldn't happen to be the adventurer sent by the students of Baldessian, would you? You are? And here I was delegating you menial tasks. If I had known, I've always admired travelers like you. You see, I was studying to be a dancer under Mistress Nashmira at one time. I wanted to see the realm as I traveled performances. I believe that's the dancer tutor, instructor. Maybe I still can. Not as a dancer, of course, but as an alchemist. Oh, but we should hurry back to the great work. I don't want to cause any more trouble than I already have. Oh, I played in Dancer. I gotta get Dancer to 80 so I can play it in Endwalker. I gotta get all my jobs to 80 so I can play them in Endwalker. Or 81 rather. Just healing Shadowbringers is so hard, man. Ah, there you are. I heard you helped my colleague with her stage inspection while you were out. It's greatly appreciated. She really looks up to your kind, you know. She lost her chance to become a dancer due to an unfortunate injury. Now she's working to heal the sick and injured as an alchemist. She was so happy to meet you. As am I. Here, a token of our thanks. Nice. Whew, we made it back in one piece. I really can't thank you enough. With your brawn and my nose, I got enough Agnigrass to solve a whole army's digestive issues. A whole army's digestive... I've already read it. Having olfactory senses 5 times as strong as your average Midlanders comes in handy sometimes. This place can be a bit much though, so many smells mingling and clashing, and all of them so strong. Anyway, thank you again, kind adventurer. Please take this. Wow, that's crazy. Have you ever thought about that? Just like imagining what it's like to be like a creature that has a higher sense of smell. Like, I feel like after a while, it would just be painful, you know what I mean? To just be smelling bad smells 24/7. Against your will. Oh, it is up top. Oops. I think there was an episode of SpongeBob that did that, actually. Now that I think about it. The one where Patrick went to a plastic surgeon to get a nose that works biologically. I didn't say it made sense. Many thanks for your assistance, adventurer. I never imagined I could procure such a fine component for my paint. Say, do you know why the Vadrel and Gula carry this fruit? They present them to their desired mates. Hence the scented oils. Pheromones, you see. The Amra is also the official fruit of Thavner. You can eat it or use it as painting material, as I shall, of course. But it is also said to ward off evil and secure a strong family lineage. But there's more to this fruit than mere superstition. It has sufficient antibacterial properties to be used as a household remedy to keep any family well. Oh, but listen to me rambling on and on. Allow me to thank you once more. I hope our paths will cross again. Alright, MSQ. If you'll excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Ah, you're both back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mistress Nidana. It would seem the stores of Giant Skull are running low. What? But when I last looked, there were still plenty. I suspect that was before Urian J told everyone about their tempering cure, and Astidian shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it for me to complain. But we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Yeah, wait, wasn't he walking alone? No, he's definitely stronger than normal. He didn't have bodyguards or anything when he brought the scales. I think he's the satrap. Hayes, loath though I am to press another task on you so soon, when I ask you to fetch the Giant Skull? In case you're not familiar, Giant Skull is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant Skull Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose on you once more? Yeah, I'll do it. Why not? Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zenuha. He will furnish you with the ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of Hamsa, Mistress Nirana? By all means. Do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I'll bring the Hamsa to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. Hamsa. Are they like creatures? Oh, okay. Are they gonna make me ride this? I'll crush it! I can't fit on that thing. Here are our Hamsa Haze. If the creatures look familiar, it's because they are close kin to your Eorzean dodos. Hamsa have long been kept as livestock in Dabnir, and many a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest of these was recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us first make for the outpost. We set forth at your word. You are ready? Then let us depart. You need only ride and relax. My bird and I will take the lead for yours to follow. This is beautiful. I look like a fucking cartoon character. That spectacular formation stretching out over the water is called Khadga, a word which means sword. This sword, legend holds, was wielded by Manusa against the Murgo before it was cast down at Conflict's End. Okay. That's cool. To the left, and requiring no introduction, of the tower. As you can see, it straddles a small isle. I can't. This is hilarious. Almost there. From the main part of the hatchery is atop the cliff. The outpost itself is on the beach. Here we are. I need one of those as a mount. I have to have one of those as a mount. I will not be complete unless I get one of those as a mount. And here we are. Manned by the Radiant host, this outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Well, well, who should it be but young Varshan? On an errand for the satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me come to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty, but we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. That armor set looks sick. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, this remains the front line of battle, no place for children. Your predecessor too often traveled alone. It's been, what, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the satrap in foreign lands. Wherever he may now be, I am certain he's well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering. But still, I worry for you. We would be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you, for you are as a little brother to us all. Take care. Do you hear? I will, Nabdeen. Thank you. And who might this be? Not Hanish by the look of him. Permit me to introduce Haznada of the Eorzean contingent, come to assist in the making of the talisman. From Eorzea, you say? The towers have appeared over there too, yes? Tell me, what is the situation like? May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of ours are understandably anxious. We would be glad for any tidings you can share. You two, bring Varshan the latest report and answer any questions you may have. Oh, he knows something about Varshan. He knows the truth. The last monster that came out of the tower laid waste to the hatchery, slaughtering many good Hamza. The poor creatures didn't deserve it. It occurs to me I have yet to properly introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under the Satrap's command. Our duty is to preserve peace in the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with heretofore unknown threats such as now. We train hard and admit only capable warriors to our ranks. Even so, we've struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we succeeded in striking them down on the 2 occasions they came in force. 2 occasions. We had to pay a heavy price. What of the towers in Eorzea? Do they likewise spawn monsters? So it's much the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls for outside aid to be answered. 2 times out of the tower. You wish to know about the tower? And to be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. This Tower of Zot, as folks have taken to calling it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Narinair. We're safe from its influence at this distance, but go too far into the water and you'll expose yourself to its corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland? Not really. Our struggles are not unique. Then our hopes still lie with the talismans. We must keep monsters contained until they're ready. I feel like I read that wrong. Then our hopes still lie with the talismans! But she wasn't, like, excited at all. Look, I'm not a voice actor, right? Ah, I've heard about you. The visitor from Eorzea. Is there anything you could tell us about the Telepharoi? We know that they're the ones behind the tower, and they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it that they want? And this, we don't understand. What? They want to die? And take everyone with them? What madness is this? But you can bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have, like our Eorzean and Far Eastern brothers. Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was as enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trading hub both, Radzat Han ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, this stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand, as mine will keep me here a while longer. However, I'm afraid I cannot guide you to the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east. Upon the Hamza, you will arrive before you know it. I can't speak anymore. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. The Hamza appears to want to return home. It reluctantly offers you its back. Should you become separated from your steeds, speak with the Radiant Beastkeeper at the Hamza hatchery to mount it again. Oh my god, please let this be an actual mount I can get. I will be so happy. Hold on. Montague, we ride. I'm keeping that screenshot. All right, that's gonna be its name from now on. It's Montague. Manjusaka. God, I wish it wasn't Foggy. Why is it so named Foggy in this map? Oh, there's a hunt. Ah, shit, I can't fight it though. What is this? A quarry? Oh, that's right, because we need the ore. And as soon as you arrive at your destination, then the Hamza dashes off. Something tells me you're not here to buy Giant Skull. Pity. What is it then? I'm a stonemason here at the quarry, just like my father before me. It's dangerous work, but I take pride in providing Thavner with the quality Giant Skull we're famed for. As you've like has not gathered, this is where we quarry good Giant Skull. It's sturdy and conducts ether like no other stone, so it makes for fine armor and weapons. I direct you to the Hamza hatchery for livelier sightseeing fare, but those nightmares from the tower destroyed it. It's only a matter of time before the same happens here, like as not. Aye, this is indeed the Giant Skull grounds, and I am Zenua. Is there something you require? Yes. Giant Skull for the alchemist, you say? But of course they shall have it. They labor tirelessly to deal with the tower, and 'tis the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Here you are, a sack of the purest Giant Skull. We always set some aside for our alchemist friends. When you deliver it, let the good folk of the great work know that we're grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need but ask. More side quests! Yay for me, probably not yay for you guys. I'll finish the main quest first. Ah, welcome back, Hayes. Dare I hope you have the Giant Skull. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it is ready, it will be time for the true test, so please take your ease while you can.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well. You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea. And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that. What is it? What did you see? Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds. This is the one.
At long last!
Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments. We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place. To accompany me to the Tower of Zot.
You're gonna test it yourself?
Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
Huh. There they go. Off into the distance. Ready to save whoever need. Oh god. I'm gonna come back and do those quests. This sounds like a dungeon. So I kinda wanna do it. You know? It's cute that in Thavnair it's a fruit. In the first they use like a rock or something that they hold in their tail. Oh man, it's a long ride, huh? It's different when you have a companion and they're keeping you company. Like, totally not the satrap. This is a rather finer boat than I had expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope for toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. Oh, okay. I'll fucking kill you. Why do they keep drilling it into my brain? Are you, like, could they be any less subtle? Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Yes, let's go. Why do they keep, like, bringing it up? So she's definitely not gonna make it.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
Oh, man. I wouldn't have been nervous, but now I'm nervous because they kept saying it. Well, she's on land.
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. A few more steps.
Oh my god. Okay, it works. Turn around, man. Jesus, I'm so nervous.
Praise be to the sisters, we made it!
Nope.
And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
Every time they do the turnaround and face away from danger,
Now
they're dead.
we focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets.
Yep. Yep. Oh, man. It's gonna be a Tesseline situation all over again, man. Are they gonna make me watch her die? Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh!
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
Come on. Come on. Fuck! Jesus Christ.
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting. Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Van Daniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am. How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes? Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
At your service. Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest.
What's his name?
An
Phlegmaton?
inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards. Always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me,
Oh no, never
Armor.
mind. Sand, yeah.
No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death.
Why does he have the Sonic Adventure 2 mouth?
In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war. And so I have come to claim you.
The homie.
For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Van Daniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
So Amon is the second boss
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see you.
At least she's alive. Maybe we can save her eventually, you know? I was gonna say, it's cool because Amon is the second boss of Crystal Tower Part 2. I forgot the name. Circus Tower? Yeah, Circus Tower. Not the second boss, but second to last boss. And then I guess you fight Zand after it. So, my bad. I called him like Matunda Gabla blah blah blah. I think that guy is the last boss of Labyrinth of the Ancients, and I got them confused. Ah, you are returned, but where's Mistress Nidana? She got 8, man. Manusia Preserve. Just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. Jesus. Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? So it was Fandaniel after all. Damn that bastard. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. We must tread warily lest we endanger Nidana and the other captives. Jesus, man. I'm going to peek a little bit and see. I'm not going to read titles, but I'm really curious to see how close I am to the first dungeon, you know? Because I really want to do it. Endwalker, MSQ. I'm going to try and skip over titles. I'm just curious. So what am I on right now? Let me decline this. Next quest is The Satrap of Radzat-Han. Okay. Oh, that's the last one in this chest, or in this chest quest line. And then the first dungeon is literally the next quest. Okay, so fuck. All right, I'm gonna commit. But I'm gonna do these side quests first. Oh, Ham, where could she be? Please, you must help me. She's gone. My darling Ham has wandered off. Ham is the name of my Hamsa. You're not familiar with the word? It's a species of cloudkin closely related to the Eorzean dodo. They're not exactly swift on their feet, so you'd expect she'd be easy to catch, and yet I can't seem to find her anywhere. What if that guy, like, just took her and flew off into the distance? What if she falls into the sea? What if some roaming predator tries to make a meal of her? I can't bear the thought of it. I'll keep scouring the immediate area, but I'd be most grateful if you could search the wilds to the north of here. Oh, my poor Ham. Are you an adventurer by chance? If you're looking for work, I could use some help sorting out what's left of the hatchery. You'll come then? Good, it's just a little ways north of here. Thy demeanor bespeaketh consternation, Hayes. Yeah. Bad tidings, I take it. Are you just going to stand there and watch me work? I'm really quite busy, you know. Okay, fuck you then. Here, make yourself useful and distribute this coding agent amongst the couriers at Giant Skull Grounds. If you don't respect me, I'll pay you for making the delivery, if that's what you're worried about. Okay, that's all I need to hear. They'd be saying I'm rude about it. Excuse me, explorer, mercenary, adventuring person. Normally I wouldn't dream of bothering you, but this hardly seems the time to overburden the valiant soldiers of the Radiant Host. I just need a simple ingredient to further my current research. The complicated part is harvesting said ingredient without being murdered by the local wildlife. Would you be so kind as to venture into the hills and fetch me some bark shavings from the trees which grow there? Here, I'll lend you my special bark stripping knife. Easy. Alright. Guess we're headed north. Gonna be a lot of time spent on the mount. How many ether currents have I found here? 3? Out of, what is that? 15? All the other expansions had like, what, 11? Yeah. No, 9. It's 15. It was kind of cool getting a little bit of a glimpse into a elegant society, even though it was just like some party, I imagine. It's actually really cool that we got to see actual living Allegan. It kind of sucks that Hayes' power is at random, because it'd be nice if we could just, like, you know, glimpse into the past whenever we wanted. I'm sure there's a way to control it, but Hayes has never really tried, I guess. I wonder if there are any Echo gifted people who've controlled their power, because it manifests differently. Right, so like Hayes has the ability to see the past. What's her name? Oh my god, it's gonna kill me. What's her name? Mikoto, she has the ability to see the future. Right? And then Kryl... I think Kryle's manifested in a way that like allowed her to just like learn faster or something like that. They mention it in Eureka, or I don't know if they said it as like that was her power, or if it was like just the fact that she was echo gifted made her naturally better than everyone else. But in Eureka, Ejika was angry that he was always behind her, even though he worked like 10 times harder than her. She had the echo and was just naturally gifted at everything. So I don't know if that's actually like her power. Oh, I'm out of the zone. Oh, well, here it is. Bop. 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 Ham appears to be unhurt and wholly unfazed by her little adventure. Return the wayward Hamza to Reinsard. Alright. I can imagine they're gonna have us be going back and forth between like an aetherite and the quarry. Look at this place. It's a shame what they did to it, those villains from the tower. I wish you could have seen the hatchery before all this happened. Until only very recently, it was busy as you please. Selling meat, eggs, and poison extracts to eager merchants from across Thavner and beyond. But lamenting the facts won't undo what's done, will it? Let's get to work. Your task will be to sprinkle the nest with this pungent solution, which should keep the wildlife from making their lairs in the ruins. Most creatures won't come within 10 yalms of it, but the Hamza don't seem to mind the smell. And although we should probably clear away those old nests while we're at it, I want the birds to have a familiar sight to come back to. One day. Anyway, you get on with the sprinkling, and I'll start shifting the rubble. The smell of this liquid is said to repel wild creatures, ineffective against Hamsa and adventurers. It's funny. If you don't read the item descriptions in 14, like the team that writes all that shit, or like the part of the localization team that does it for us, they are fucking hilarious. And I feel like it's underappreciated. Read the descriptions for Leave Quest too. Those are all really good. But they are like really clever. You find a large egg in one of the nests. Even covered with the stink of the solution, it may prove too tempting for any nearby predator. It might be safest to hand the egg to the Arcasadora youth. Arcasadora. All done? Oh, what's that you have there? You found a Hamza egg? One of them must have found her way back here to lay it. Whether the mother can return to hatch it, however, is another story. I realize we've only just begun cleaning up here, but I think it's best I get this egg back safely to the great work. Alright, as much as I want to play Triple Triad, I'm going to ignore it for now. Can I just unlock this part of the island real quick? Oh, they're gonna aggro on me. Yep. I'll do the fate. Why not? I don't think I'll clear it in time. No, definitely not. Yeah. What do these do? Oh, that's pretty cool. I will fight you though. Is that it? Okay, that's it. Greetings, stranger. You brought a quoting agent? The alchemists must be up to their necks in if they're asking outsiders to run their errands. They usually prefer to make such deliveries in person. Are they eating? I'll wager they're not eating. Maybe I should cook a pot of something and pay them a visit. Hey, well, there you go. Oh, shit, an ether current. I'll grab that in just a sec. Who are you, then? Ah, our magic alchemy oil. If we don't coat our tools with this stuff from time to time, they won't so much as scratch the giant skull. It'd be like mining rock with a wooden spoon. The durability is what makes it worth quarrying, though, and it's a fine ethereal conductor to boot. If you ever need a material like that, you know where to find us. That's right. Come to see the master quarriers at work, have you? I feel like it's never like daytime in this zone. And if it is like it's night, or if it's daytime, it's foggy. Oh, my mistake. Seems you were here on a job of your own, and an important one at that. Without a steady supply of coating oil, things around here will grind to a halt. Giant's Gall is one of Thavnair's most sought-after resources, and we don't want to be caught low on stock when the trading ships start leaving port again. Why don't people get, like, people are struggling to, like, you know, make ends meet, right? Why not just, like, mine Giant Skull? Right? Like everyone else. If people are still going out of their way to buy it, why not, like, get it? And make money that way temporarily. I don't know, I'm making up a bunch of solutions to fake problems in a video game. I'm just saying that if my fishing business was not working out, I'd probably, you know, try to go to the mines. At least until the giant foreboding tower was, like, dismantled or something. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Oh, there this guy goes again. Hold on, I want to see it. There they go. Oh, I do hope nothing awful has befallen her. Ham, you found her! I'm honestly surprised she made it that far north. Was she trying to return to the hatchery, I wonder? You may have noticed some ruined buildings up there. Those are the remains of the Hamza hatchery, a place of great cultural and historical significance. Until its recent destruction, it seemed an indelible landmark. They were able to relocate some of the breeding birds to stables within the city proper, but many, like my precious Ham, simply scattered across the countryside. One day, when things have settled down and the hatchery is rebuilt, I hope to return these wayward tricks to their former owner. I shall be sad to see them go. While we have the Hamza here, however, we can harvest their poison glands for use in various alchemical mixtures, not to mention enjoy their placid and entirely agreeable company. Here, this is for bringing Ham back safe and sound. Be sure to pay her a visit once her old home has been restored to its former glory. I wonder if that's going to be the, I wonder if that's going to be the custom deliveries for Endwalker, or at least one of them, restoring the hatchery. Sorry to have you running back and forth, but this is very important to me. I'm grateful to the alchemist for letting me work here. My true passion was raising the birds at the hatchery. After the incident, I didn't think there was much I could do aside from tidying up the mess. As soon as you handed me that egg, though, I felt hopeful again. While there is new life, there are new beginnings. Or where there is new life, there are new beginnings. And the Hamsa hatchery deserves to rise again. It isn't much, but please take this in exchange for the gift you've given me. Nice. These quests weren't so bad. They're pretty short. You again. I thank you for delivering those goods. We have a relationship with the couriers which stretches back for generations, and an abiding respect for the difficulties we each face. As such, I'm glad your timely delivery prevented any undue loss of labor. One day soon, I'd like to sit down and share a drink with our stone-cutting friends. Please, take your payment and leave me to my work. As I said, I'm really quite busy. I glanced over that, hold on. Okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. He's kind of an asshole, though, but at least he's, like, one of the nice assholes, you know what I mean? Like, the assholes that's just like, I'm busy. Not like, you know, go fuck yourself. Ah, you're back. Have you brought the bark and my knife? Yes, this smells absolutely wonderful. I can already imagine the fragrance when I craft the next batch of incense. I'm studying various methods for enhancing the effects of incense, you see. Specifically the scents which promote calm and tranquility. Hey, can I get some of that? And with everything that's been happening, well, we could all do with a dose of calm and tranquility, couldn't we? Life can be trying at the best of times, and I'm hoping my research will help people endure the worst of them. Thank you kindly for your assistance. Alright. Let's figure out what we're gonna do moving forward. We know now that people can't just walk up to the tower. You know. Heidelin's protecting us, but just because you make a charm doesn't mean that you're gonna be protected by her. First, we must inform everyone of the situation, Nidana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. Yeah, it would be. Oh, Nidana. Can you answer me this? Though Nidana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Then we must make warding scales. As many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This, Nidana proved at peril to herself. So let's make more scales, that she and all those who were taken might be saved. Aye, as alchemist, this is how we will help win the fight. Oh dear. My friends, the satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl, that he might personally discuss the production of the warding scales with you. And for our Eorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nidana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the satrap's attention. In recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Radz-at-Han for an audience with His Excellency? We should be honored, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only be to the benefit of all. Then it is settled. Please come to the gates east of the Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you into the city. Oh, ah! I dropped some gummy worms. Okay, it's over there. I don't know if I can actually get the crystal, because it looks like there's some kind of drop-off there. Maybe I can. I'll see if I can like go up through this path. Shroud of the Samga. Okay, I should be able to go through here, right? Oh, this is the dancer area. Oh, I need to kind of pivot a little bit then, right? I mean, I could probably just drop off the cliff. I'm gonna drop off the cliff. Fuck you, they thought of everything. Alright, let me try the other cliff. Where it felt like I could fall off. Damn it. Alright, fine. Looks like something out of Breath of the Wild. I can't wait till I get mount speed increase. In this area specifically, Labyrinthos isn't so bad, but this area is kind of like big. It reminds you of how, like, annoying I found Kalusia before I could fly. Like, Kalusia is such an annoying area to get around. To me. It's just so big, man. This area is fucking huge, though. Don't hurt me, please. Fuck. What the hell is happening here? Oh, it's a fate. Okay, well, I'll probably be doing that in due time. Oh, it is? Damn. I want to, like, drop down and get it. Oh, is it really? Well, there are parts of it I haven't even seen yet, so... Yeah, maybe it is bigger. Be here in Eorzea, all sharing the desire to deliver the captives. Thus united, I pray that we may join in common cause of the Satrap. When last I visited, the city was brimming with life. I expect the tower has dampened the mood somewhat. Of the Satrap, I only know the common tidbits. That, though the position is hereditary, he is not considered a sovereign, and that despite possessing considerable authority, he wields it sparingly. Given the esteem in which the locals hold him, however, it's safe to assume he's good at his job. But he could do far worse for an ally. All present? Then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. Close to you? Aren't you just a messenger?
A vast rock squats upon Thavnair, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things.
That's bars.
pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun.
Oh, wow.
The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
I know the symbol on that door. Radzathan Ilsabard. That's from one of the treasure dungeons. One of the Heavensward ones. No, Stormblood, sorry.
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are. Megadota.
Oh, is it really? That'd be nice. It'd be nice to see players in a city for once. How am I liking it? It's fire. I'm invested.
It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
I want those gloves so
Your
bad.
Excellency, may I present
I gotta
our
forget what
honored
those are.
visitors?
This is the second time I've seen them.
Ah, splendid. Most splendid.
I don't believe it.
To introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzathan.
Are you really?
Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
Okay, I'll believe it. I'll believe it for now.
A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Sinian and I are on the same wavelength.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
Okay, we were on a different wavelength, but someone wasn't right about this.
As you wish.
Midgard Stormer's theme.
Travel
okay, so this is a child of Midgardsormr.
Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted has this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgardsormr's spawn. I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive with the Aura, adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Han.
But you need a facade so people don't freak out.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the Great Worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end.
You lose those eyes real quick.
I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who joined me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
Oh shit, it already happened? Oh fuck, I didn't even notice!
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh.
That's how he noticed that
The body
Estinian.
before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Razatan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
Oh,
Explain
he's
why I
talking
felt the
through
presence
it.
of the
Okay,
dragon
gotcha.
on
He's
our
talking
first
through it.
meeting.
It's a pawn.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warm-blood. From the very first, we
Okay.
sensed the nature of one another. Yet did neither one of us bear his fangs.
So I was right. This kid was totally the leader.
That is all I need know of thee for now.
Just not right in the right way.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radzat Han. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Adventurers, perhaps.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I will call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear.
Point me in the right direction.
Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Charlian is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rads at Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
Good guy, Stinian. You know what though? He's not being transparent. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember, in 5.5 somewhere, it was either 5.5 or 5.55 where you free Tiamat. Estinian said that he checked up on Tiamat every once in a while because with Nidhogg inside of him, he feels Nidhogg's emotions, and Nidhogg wants to know how Tiamat's doing. Therefore, Estinian wants to know how Tiamat's doing. Estinian has kind of filled the role of older brother, or younger brother, I guess, to Tiamat. And I think it here, when Vitra said, you know, will you guys help me? I know it's a lot to ask. Estinian was already out the door because he was like, yeah, dude, you're my brother. Of course I want to help you. All you had to do was say it. You know what I mean? So I think that's why Estinian was like walking out. Obviously, he's not going to say that reason out loud because he's Estinian, but I think that's why he was so eager to do it. If our course of action is decided, let's not tarry. That we should encounter one of the first brood in such a circumstance. That's cool. Okay, so who do we have now? So we have Bahamut, Tiamat, Vitra, Hraesvelgr, Nidhogg, Ratatoskr. I'm convinced that big ass dragon in Western Coerthas is the last sibling. Unless they're gonna do a crazy reveal and reveal the 7th sibling. I think that's the 7th sibling, the dead one. That's the only giant dragon that we know of. Or only other giant dragon that we know of. We don't really have any skeletons of other giant dragons. There's the one in, God, where is it? Lenosha. You know what I'm talking about. The one that fate that nobody does because it's way too hard at level synced with the goblins. That's not actually a dragon, that's a Leviathan, so that doesn't count. That's a Leviathan. So, it's closer to Bismarck than anything else. In fact, I think it might be a Bismarck. The meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Charlian and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zot. Oh shit, we're going back in. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the ether right here before departing. Unless, of course, you enjoy violent nausea. My apologies, but given that the city is currently in... Well then what the fuck? Oh, I guess they meant like the Aetherites there. Okay. This is exciting, man. Lore. I don't have to do that. This is exactly the answer I wanted. Now I have a confirmed 6 out of 7. And a strong guess at number 7. That's interesting, though. Willingly giving up your eye like that. Some Naruto shit. Oh god, it's so cool seeing the city populated. Oh look, there's people! It's so cool, I'm sorry. You guys chilling? It's wonderful how a garment given in love can so easily change one's whole outlook. I remember when I was still coming to terms with my talent in the Echo. Just being wrapped in the robe my grandfather gave me somehow made everything less daunting. For us to feel responsible... Oh no, I think I've already read this. Yeah, I think I've already read all that. Just as I was getting used to balmy Thavnair, we're back in chilly Charlian. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, everyone appears to be here, so let's take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Yes, let's do it, please. In the dark of the tower, Krile glances at you with expectant eyes. Since there has been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales?
Your time in Thavnair has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Fodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses?
They have a weakness.
Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them, then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captures. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Cryle, Yostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin.
What? What is this dialogue option? What? He said me, Y'shtola, Cryle, and Urianger. I'm gonna say what of Alizé, because I want Alphino to come with me. What the fuck?
That she does. But I think Alizé herself would assert that she's at her best when she's charging onto the breach. And from what I recall from the Grand Cosmos, there's a spring in her step when she fights by your side.
Ye gods, will you never let me hear the end of that? Rest assured that I will do what is asked of me, regardless of who I happen to be standing next to at any given time. It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Rads at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Hell yeah. Squad, look at him. Look at him. Woo! Hold on, this is a screenshot. I took it too late. Got an eyelash in my eye. I took it way too late. God damn, yes. Yes, please. Alright, I'm excited. Yeah, I didn't know how to answer that dialogue option. It was like, are you sure Alphino's in the right group? But yeah, I want them to come with me. Why would I leave either of them behind? I like them. But I like Alphino more. Look. Alphino was there with me the longest. I'll be honest though, Alizé's character development in Binding Coils is really good. And it made me like her a lot, but up until I finished that, I did not care for Alizé at all. Like, at all. And it sucks that all of that is locked behind what people perceive as hard optional content. It is harder than some of the other optional stuff, though, which is a shame. There's a lot of people miss out on that storyline. What time is it? It's 12:09. Jesus. I'm like tired, but like it's fucking Endwalker, man. I'm not going to sleep. Ah, our friend of Eorzea. We've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. The warding scales will be delivered soon. Until then, please stand by at the boat we have ready. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. Yeah, I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm probably gonna do it tonight and then probably find a good stopping point and then head out. I just wanted to do a dungeon before I logged out, man. You know? It's been 4 sessions without me doing any kind of significant, like, combat, which is fine. Like, it's been great so far, but I wanted to do a dungeon, you know? Ugh. If this is the future of Aetheryte travel, I think I'll stick to boats. No warning, however empathetic could have prepared me for that. On account of which we are a little late, but fighting fit, mostly. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be... We should still call you Varshan, I suppose. Indeed. It would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well then. For our part, we are humbled that you see fit to entrust us with your warding skills. Please convey as much to His Excellency. One for each of you. Please accept them with my blessings. Our thanks. With these, we can go anywhere those with the blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We could finally break your monopoly on primals. So have we, my friend. So have we. If everyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into 2 groups. Hayes and his band will break through the tower's defenses and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of Thavnarian myth. As you have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thavnir, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. I'm wondering if they're gonna do the Magus Sisters as, like, a trial, or if they're gonna do them as like this dungeon boss or something. Woo! Here we go! Alright, well, I'm not taking any of you. Alright, peace in. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be live again tomorrow. I don't know when, but sometime in the mid-afternoon, I think. I'll be live again. I'm just gonna keep going as far as I can get before I go to bed, so I'll catch you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Vitra, a great worm of the first brood in the hidden satrap of Aradzat Han, has bid the Scions cross to Narinair and mount a foray into the tiny island's unnatural spire, a telephoid structure known by the locals as the Tower of Zot. Your companions join you on the journey, protective talismans in hand, prepared to face whatever unnamed horrors await you within. Come what may, you cannot allow Nidana and her kin to perish at the grip of dark magics and darker designs. Woo! Let's go! I can't wait. I may have taken up new arms, but my role hasn't changed. I am a healer through and through. Yet in knowing who once wore the sage's mantle, I wonder, when all is said and done, will I look back on the battles I chose to fight with pride? First this armor, blessed with Ratatasker's power, and now Vitra's scale. Much has changed for dragons to show me such favor. God damn, what? And with Nidhogg with me, in spirit and in hand, no obstacle will bar our way. With Y'shtola keeping them company, the other party will be able to hold their own against the enemy if needs be. So we can tackle our own tasks without worrying over them. Come, let us be about it. Our warning scale is safely tucked away. I'm ready when you are, Hayes. I may not be the Azure Dragoon, former or otherwise, but I guarantee that I'll give as good as I can get. Or as good as I get. Lest you worry, I've not forgotten my healing spells. Be it restoration or destruction, this sorceress can command whatever magic the situation requires. Aside from primals, within the tower we shall for a certainty encounter enthralled Imperial soldiers. Defenders conveyed hither by means unknown. It will stop at nothing to hinder our efforts. Though our parties are separate, I will trust in you, as I know you will trust in me. Let us both give it our all, and add another rousing chapter to the saga. This is the closest I've ever been to one of the towers. Such a sinister aura it exudes. It's been a while since I last took to the field, and I can't help but feel nervous. But with everyone at my side, I'm sure all will be well. The Radiant Host and I will be watching from the outpost, ready to act at the first sign of unusual activity. May the scales serve you well, and protect you in lieu of Vitura's fangs and claws. Oh, this is fire, I can't wait. We need to strike a dramatic pose and stare off into the tower. Look at that, as the sun comes back out. Maybe I should stand over here. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, that's cool shit. Like, I love the little lore bits that we're getting. So far. Real Fred Daniel being Amon. Or I guess Amon being a Fandaniel is more accurate. So it's right that... So I was right saying that Fandaniel wasn't Ascian. Ascian of Light, maybe not necessarily like what I was thinking. Maybe he still follows Zodiark. Or maybe not even either. Maybe, like, you know, it sounds like he's loyal to Zand. So... Interesting. Interesting. That part of the song is so fire. Oh, you know what? Since I'm current, I gotta make sure I have food and stuff. I do. Oh, I gotta put my good pots on. There we go. I don't know current dungeon etiquette for using your buffs. I'm guessing like food, yeah, but like I guess, do I need to tincture for bosses? Probably not. Probably like for EXs though. And normal raids and savages. Bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum. What level is this dungeon? Oh, well, fuck me. 81? I should know what I have. Alright, let's do it. I'm excited. Squad. This dungeon is sick. We're stopping here. Alright, we're stopping here. Oh, I have this button? Fire. Oh, right, I'm level 82, okay. Nice. Oh, shit! It's the Maggot Sisters! Okay, bet. That's fire. I wonder, should I be using Mug on these guys? Probably not, right? The boss room is right there. But I probably could use Mug on the first one. Oh, good stun. What happened in time? Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, you fight each one of them in their own boss fight? That's so sick. Okay. This fucking music! What the fuck is this? So what does that mean? Somebody have to tank it? Oh, I see. It's just casting from a different spot. Oh shit, I didn't get away. Transmute fire. Oh, I see. That one's thunder. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay. Is it just doing random debuffs? I don't know what happened there. Okay, so transmute blizzard. So we split a little bit. And then bio is gonna divide the room. But from what direction? Okay, that's blizzard, and then this is bio. Oh, nice, okay. Oh, that's fire! Okay. Good music, best song so far. Best song so far. I gotta dump this. Oh, is this the whole room? Okay. Oh shit, I fucked up. I'm gonna mug this guy. Oh no, I'm not. This way. This dungeon is sick. I'm thinking of like where I can optimize my AoE a bit better. I don't know if I need to use mug on like strong targets. Maybe at like the higher levels. So far it seems to be okay. But I can definitely feel like the dungeons have more HP, for sure. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll probably like work in mug into like the first pack. And then by the time I get to the boss it should be up. See, I don't have my full combo. I'm just gonna do this until I get it. You got faint? I got it. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's just getting to the corner? Easy. Oh wow, it's huge. Okay. Stop. Oh, I see. Do we have to keep moving? Oh, I think it's just force damage. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, but we want to be split so nobody gets hit twice. What is this? Is there one real one? Oh, I see. Gotcha. Alright, let me get my buff back up. You faint. There you go. When do we LB in current dungeons? guess I don't need it. Oh shit, we're on top. Please. I'm gonna mug something. This has been pretty cool so far. Is sprinting? Oh shit. Almost ran into that. Oh, I thought I hit sprint. What happened? Alright, I'm gonna save my cooldowns a little bit. But I feel like the boss is probably coming up again. Holy shit. Oh, shoutouts healers, man. Shoutouts healers, especially sages, man. I could not heal this. That's the kind of healer I want to be, though. You know, I could maybe do it on Astro if I played Astro more, but I could definitely not do it on Sage as I am right now. No matter the cost, you must protect the tower. Harbingers are like the Maga sisters. Yep, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I caught that. What's happening here? Reflect? Wait. I'm confused. Okay. Oh, wow. You're spamming, bruh! Oh shit, wrong one. You got the feint? Okay. I have to kill the others. This fight is fire. I want an LB. I'm gonna go one more. This one's almost dead. Let me do my full combo first. I don't care if I get hit. No! You bastard! I was mid-combo. That was fire! That was really good. From what I can tell, the summonings appear to be over. No belief is sacred to these Telophoroi. They were nimble fighters, I'll give them that. That seems to have been the limit of the tower's defenses. Oh, that's so sick.
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
Oh. I thought it was still gonna be, you know, autoplay.
Lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
Never heard it pronounced that way.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Stoa?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek.
You think so?
Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it.
They're storing it, maybe.
'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look. Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core. A man's limb.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
God, Estinian is so fucking cool.
And that should be the end of it.
What now?
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
Oh, what happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. Tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Raha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. There'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Right.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
Will that work? They're not
I have
tempered.
every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more proxies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Carrying all those Matanga may have been the true struggle. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Radz-at-Han for treatment. Alize and Y'shtola will receive the administration of the tempering treatment, with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. I'm glad I did the story in the order I did it. Doing Labyrinthos first and then Thavnir. It flows a lot better. No side quests? Okay. Encrit is rested and ready to set out. Had enough rest, have you? You were never one for being idle. You know what? Maybe I should leave it there. That seems like a good stopping point. They said rest, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'm actually just gonna like hard log out. Hold on. Let's do this. That way it doesn't actually like accept the quest. At least I hope it doesn't accept the quest. And then I'll log back in. All right. So yeah, wow, powerful. That first dungeon was fire, and I'm really excited to run it again. Just for funsies, you know what I'm saying? You know, just practice with some jobs, you know, maybe take Astro in there and see if I can heal it. But wow, a lot happened. We got a lot of good lore, you know, a lot of good forward progression on the story. The story hooks are in now. I'm hooked. I want to play Endwalker and do nothing else until I finish it after seeing all that. So I can't wait. I'm actually gonna, I wonder if there's a like just a number of how many quests there are. 108 as compared to other expansions. Let me see. How long was Shadowbringers? Shadowbringers was 51. Oh, that's post Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers 106. Let me see Stormblood. Stormblood was 122. The longest one so far. Heaven's Word was 94. And 7th Umbral Era was 165. Actually, 164 to 165, depending on the city-state you're starting. Huh, interesting. Wow. So yeah. I heard Endwalker was long, but it's definitely not the longest, apparently. Stormblood is 100 and what was it, 22? Jesus Christ. Alright, well, bet. Yeah, that was a fun session. I'm gonna start as early as I feel able to tomorrow. I'm probably gonna wake up later and then maybe just chill. And then maybe I'll go live at, I'll shoot for like 4-ish, and then I'll play till like 9 or something like that. Just, you know, do as much as possible. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Peace.